Hey, welcome back to Data Architect Diaries. Quick question that trips up almost everyone. When you grant access, you could silently expose a table. What are you handing them?
Because today I am going to open a real notebook and show you live how one innocent line of SQL can silently expose a table full of customer data that nobody even meant to share. And then I will show you the exact senior level fix in the same notebook in under 2 minutes. This is episode 2.3, the Securable Object Hierarchy, and it's the difference between running a tutorial and actually protecting real data. So let's go. What is a securable object? First, the vocabulary, because Databricks throws the word securable at you like you already know it. A securable is just anything you can attach a permission to. My rule of thumb: if you can write grant something on some object, then that object is a securable. Tables, views, schemas, catalogs, volumes, functions, models, even the storage credentials underneath, all securable. And here is the point of the whole episode: these objects don't float around, they nest inside each other. A table lives inside a schema, the schema lives inside a catalog, the catalog lives inside the Metastore. Russian dolls hold onto that shape. In 2 minutes, it explains the entire security model. So here is the whole map. Read it top to bottom. At the top sits the Metastore, admin territory where create catalog lives. Below it, the tree splits into two branches. Branch 1, the data tree. Catalog to schema 2, then your table and views with select and modify, volumes with read write volumes, functions and models with execute. This is where you will spend 90% of your governance life. Branch 2, the storage tree. External location and storage credential hang state of the Metastore. That is the plumbing to your cloud storage. Sensitive admin level handled carefully. Quick example to look it in catalog prod, a schema sales and a table orders. The full name is prod.sales.orders and that dotted name is the hierarchy. So catalog.schema.table, every three part name you type is you walking down this tree. Now let's discuss about privilege flow downhill. Now the senior level insight, the thing this whole episode is built around. Privilege inherit downward. Grant on a parent and every child underneath inherits it automatically. The children that exist now and the children created in the future. So run grant select on catalog prod to analyst. That one grant flow down to every schema, then down again to every table. Analyst can now read everything in prod. And the kicker, next quarter when someone creates a brand new table, prod.sales.refunds, the analyst can read it the instant it exists. So no new grant, that's the what scalable permission design actually means. So set the rule once at the right altitude and it takes care of the itself. So inheritance is the hero, which is exactly what it's also the villain. Let me show you the live. Okay, so theory is over. Let's open a real Databricks notebook and prove it. I have got a SQL notebook here on a Unity Catalog enabled workspace. So follow along or just watch me set the trap. Okay, first in the cell 1, we also build the tree. So we have some query to create catalogs, schema and table. Okay, so let's try to create this one. So here my catalog, schema and table have been created. Okay, so in the next cell what we do, we also insert the data into prod.sales.orders. Okay, let's write a query to insert query and try to insert. So two rows have been insert. Okay, let's just select this, write a select query, select star from prod.sales.orders. Okay, now we have the data. Okay, now let's check what we are also having the group inside our Databricks platform. Okay, go to settings, open a new tab. We have identity and access, go to manage, and we have also the data analyst group. Okay, and inside the data analyst group we have also having the one member. Okay, let's check. We have Rahul demo inside the data analyst. What we will do, we will also give the grant select access of this catalog, this data analyst group. Okay, so we have this one query. Let's try to execute this one. So one line feels efficient. The data analyst group can now read everything in the prod. Okay, ticket close, right? So this is the trap. It works, so we never think about it again. So 6 months later, someone adds a sensitive schema inside this catalog. So we have some this one schema. Create schema if not exist prod.pii. Okay, and inside this schema we also create the table pi.customers and insert into this one customers. So nobody did not wrong here. They just created a schema and a table with personal data. Okay. Now let's check what the data analyst can see. Run show grants on query as this group. Look at that select inherited. The data analyst group can read the PI table, the SSNs are all of it, and I never granted anything on it. That old catalog level grant from cell to flowed straight into a schema that did not even exist yet. So this is the number one cause of over permissioning in the real world. A breach that was set up months before anyone noticed. Okay. So before we fix it, you need to one mental model because use versus select confuse everybody at first. Let's picture an office building. Use catalog and use schema are the hallway pass. They let someone walk through the building, down the corridor, past the doors to reach a room. But a hallway pass gives them zero access to the data inside any room. They can navigate to it. They can't read it on its own. Use reveals nothing. Select and its sibling modify and executes. Those are the actual room key. That's what opens the door and lets someone read the role, change the role, or run the function. So the senior principal is grant high, act low. So give the hallway pass, use up top so people can navigate freely. But hand out the room keys. Select down the object level only for the exact rooms they have earned. Traversal high, access low. That's one split is the entire secret to permission that are locked down and scalable at the same time. Now back to the notebook. Let's undo the damage and do it the senior way. Okay. So now we try to do revoke the overbroad grant. Okay. We have this query grant data analyst. Okay. And try to execute now this one. So grants. So now we have no any type of the access. Okay. To the data analyst group. Now try to give the grant traversal, not the access. Okay, first we will give the grant use type of access. Okay, grant use catalog to the data analyst group. Okay, now we will give the table access for this one pro.sales.data analyst group. So now the analyst can walk to pro.sales the hallway pass, but they still cannot read a single row yet. Okay, if we give this one pro.sales.orders, so it will go to the data table. Now they can read orders exactly the table they need, but at that moment they cannot read the table PI tables on that one. Okay. Now again try to execute this one. Show grants. So the same result. We are not able to see any type of the data. Okay. So the customer data is seed and it will stay seed even for tables someone adds to the prod.py next year because we never opened that part. Same scalable model, zero leak, that is designed like as an architect. So let's discuss about the 60-second recap now. Okay, lock it in. That is the four things are there. First one is securable is anything you can grant on. Metastore down to a single function. Second one, object nest in a condiments tree. Metastore to catalog to schema to tables. Storage objects branch off separately. Third one, privilege, inherit downward. Every child, current and future automatically. The fourth one, the one to tattoo on your brain. Grant use, high grant, select low. The traverse with use open data narrow. With select, least privilege that still scales. That's the securable hierarchy, the backbone of every permission decision in Unity Catalog. The next episode 2.4, we go deeper on grants and inheritance in practice and audit a real messy over permission catalogs together end to end. If this made inheritance, finally click hit like, it genuinely helps, and subscribe so 2.4 hits your feed. And drop a comment. Have you ever found an over permission catalog in the wild? I read everyone. This has been Data Architect Diaries, Governance Decoded. So see you in the next one. Take care and thank you.